Hey, Coach, just doing some background research on you, I
Yo,
found I found Dude, You're Screwed.
yo, kill that TV show,
Hey
man.
man, I
Kill that
love that
mug.
show. I
Yeah,
hate
I
that the
murdered.
Discovery took it off.
Yeah, you
How
know
did
what's
you
funny?
get that? How did you get that? And I want to. That's something that I always watch. I grew up in the city. We didn't
Yeah,
have any raccoons, rabbits, stuff. I had to be,
you had
dodging.
cats and pit bulls. Tell
Yeah,
them the
yeah. I
truth.
had pit
Your
bulls and
wildlife
doggone and
consisted of cats
Rottweilers
and
in the
pit bulls
neighborhood.
and rats.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, I want to be able to learn survival training. How did you? First of all, how did you get casted for that show? That I thought that was a cool show. I hate that they took it off. I just remember they dropped you off in like a desert. It was crazy.
Yeah. So here's what I didn't understand. So I had this whole business plan about getting a TV show for a football program.
Okay.
More encompassing than Hard Knocks, almost like a soap opera on a T on like year around cameras, like Cake Boss. I wanted Cake Boss for my football team when I became a head coach. So in 2010, they had that shooting show on History Channel called Top Shot. I put my name in for it.
Okay.
They called me immediately. And so we were in season, and then I ended up leaving New Hampshire. So I went and shot the TV show. Well, what I quickly figured out was the whole thing was rigged. So I went straight, I ran a psychological profile in the house. And they painted me like the biggest demon in the world. Okay. And I didn't understand how they could frankenbit your words together. And, and I, like, look, I'm good for TV because I'm going to do what I want to do. And it's never going to be what anybody thinks. And as my boy said, I'm a rolling train wreck. And it's just like NASCAR. You can't wait to see what the crash is. Okay. So like I remember, like I built on Top Shot, I built this big, I took all the picnic tables and stacked them up on top of each other. It was probably about 15, 16 feet up in the air. And then I put a lawn chair up there. But I did that so I could see the traffic on the street below. So I could kind of sit up there and not be in this prison that I was in because we weren't allowed to leave. So then they turned it, they said, they took something I had said days before. Like I was talking about Attila the Hun. Everybody knows his name, right? Yes. He was a savage.
Yeah, I love him.
And so they had me up there on top of them benches, and they put that comment like I was talking when I was up there, right? So then everybody came back and tried to say, oh, this dude think he royalty. He's a king. He's trying to be Attila the Hun. And so they just painted me bad, but here's what really happened. So the TV show went from about 1 million viewers to my season. It went to 2.5, wow. Right? And was holding steady. They thought they had a hit. Okay. Well, I had told them if they give me a gun, it doesn't work again, I'm walking off. Like, don't you give me? They kept giving me.
You can't. Yeah, that show was about shooting.
Yeah, they
accuracy,
was trying to get. They was trying to get me into as many challenges as possible. So they kept giving me guns that didn't work.
Yeah, they can't do that.
And so I just told them, man, like, and I made a couple bad plays in the game. I could have kicked Dustin out on the bow and arrow, and I messed up and shot a shot. And actually, I hit the target by accident, like, but that's just, you can't make all the right decisions on your first time on some garbage like that. So long story short, boom, they give me a gun that don't work. I walk off the TV show, okay? So fast forward, that was in May. Fast forward to November, the TV show rolling, 2.5 million viewers. Everybody calling me, oh my God, Jake, you killing this TV show, da, da, da. And all the haters calling me, right? Like all the crazy people sending crazy emails to my email and my Facebook. So
this is like, this was 2015. Yeah, okay.
11. So, and I got to tell you,
Twitter wasn't really like, it was hot, but it wasn't like it is now.
What was?
Twitter. I don't even think.
No, Twitter, none of that stuff was. Facebook was rolling, right?
Yeah, Facebook was rolling, but I don't think Twitter was,
Yeah, no, not really. So I walk off the TV show. So the 9th episode does 2.5 million viewers. The next episode 10, I walk off the episode, right? So I think I walked off the 10. How many viewers do you think watched the 11th episode?
It probably dropped in half.
It dropped to 900,000.
Yeah, man.
So I got a phone call from a dude. Hey, Jay, this is Joe. What up, Joe? He said, look, man, I'm just telling you, ain't nobody gonna call you and tell you this. You got our show canceled. I said, okay. He said, but that ain't why I'm calling you. Your phone ain't never gonna stop ringing for TV opportunities. You walked off the show and took 1.5 million blacks.
Yeah.
And you took 1.5 million people, and it consisted of blacks and Hispanic women and black women, a demographic that we don't have. And he said, no one walks off a TV show and takes 1 million people with them. No one. So your phone gonna ring. And he wasn't lying. My phone, I probably had 100 opportunities to do TV shows. But most of the time, like my whole comeback, I'm not a TV dude, right? Like I'm not doing TV.
Yeah.
But I make great TV. Okay. So if you call me, my first thing to you now is send me the contract. And they'll go, well, we want you to come. You don't need me to do nothing. I got a whole resume out there. You want me for your TV show, then you send me the contract.
Right.
Normally that ends all the BS. So I had taken about 9 of those calls that summer, 2012, 2013. So 2 years later, I'm still taking calls. And like I got a bunch of calls this year. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. You know, so nothing interesting.
Right.
I like that show Alone. Right? You seen that show Alone? Like I sent them an email today. We'll see what they say, right? Because that's like my wheelhouse. But I want resources. I don't want to be dropped off in the middle of the Arctic. I want some trees and stuff. Because I told them I'm gonna build a castle.
So let's just get into like the whole. Have you ever like went and like taught people like me how to survive in the woods? Cause I would actually want to do that, man.
You know, it's interesting. There's a group of guys up in Detroit that want me to come up and give a survival class.
I'm there, man.
Yeah, but like I tell them, like, look, that ain't my wheel. I'm not putting none of it together. I'm not, like, you call me up and say, hey, Jake, we got 30 people that want to learn survival over this weekend. And I'm gonna say, okay, we're gonna charge each one of them dudes $500. And we're gonna go 2-3 8-hour days, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to learn real survival, real stuff that'll help you win should you need to survive. And my big deal is like, I don't want to take the time to set that up because I got so much other stuff going on.
You got a lot of stuff on your plate right now. Yeah,
because
you about to get into some stuff down in San Antonio is going to be taking up a lot of time.
Yeah. So let me finish this real quick because this is hilarious. So in the middle of the summer, I get a phone call from this little high-pitched dude. Hey, I'm going to put you on this TV show. I'm like, yeah, dude, everybody says that. What are you doing on Sunday? It was Thursday now. So nothing. I said, I'm sitting here. He said, well, I'm going to fly you up to Denver. All right, how much am I going to get paid? He said, I'll give you $3,000.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So boom, I get on a plane, fly up to Denver. All these dudes interviewing for this TV show, right? Nuts and berries dudes, all these crazy people.
Yeah.
So I sneak out early. I get on the first bus. I'm not supposed to be on the bus until 12, but I go up on the 6 o'clock bus to 6 a.m. because you ain't going to catch me, right? So I'm up there, and they all interviewing in the woods. We in a national park up there by Golden, Colorado. Here come the little high-pitched dude, little 5-foot-tall Jewish dude. He the executive producer. So I pull him aside. I say, hey, man, Scott, what the hell am I doing out here? He said, Jake, ain't nobody gonna watch these people on TV. This is your TV show. They just don't know it yet.
Yeah,
you're gonna have the whole thing. You're gonna run this bad boy. They ain't watching. I was crying. So sure enough, man, like everybody else was casting. They were trying to figure out who they were gonna pick. But boom, I rolled in, man, and the first season was a hit. We crushed the first season.
Man. I watched the they'll have it on the Discovery, like you can and see now they're kind of like fading a lot of those shows out. They trying to, I don't know, they're moving it to like Discovery Plus or whatever. But man, that show, Do You Screw, man, that was a funny show.
Yeah,
and I watch all of those shows because I think it's important to really learn that stuff. You know, I was in scouting and things of that nature, but I think that it's good for my son and daughter to really kind of like learn about.
So we doing fire making in the backyard right now. But if you go back and watch Dude, You're Screwed, I'm 70% of the first season.
Yeah.
Then they got a little bitter.
Right.
because they didn't
They,
want to
they start changing. They start adding more people.
They didn't want to. They got a little bitter because they didn't want me carrying the TV show because they said they were having troubles ad sales. So I went to them and told them, look, I'll make 5 calls. I'll get you Coca-Cola. They were like, well, we want to stick with Bass Pro Shopping. I said, look, man, here's what I'm going to tell you. And you know, this 2014, I said, I got more African-American country hunting people from North Carolina in my family than I got anything else.
Right.
I said, so you can sit there and try to sell me the redneck white person that you need to market the stuff to, but I'm just telling you. So anyway,